thought this was probably our best team performance of the year. Just in a sense of particular things that we're working on every day in practice that I thought translated today a little better than some. And again, I know the score was lopsided a little bit, but you still pay attention to, is your team executing the things that you're asking them to do, and are we trying to improve on ourselves in the midst of the game and not necessarily paying attention to the score. And I thought we did a pretty good job of that today. I'm probably as pleased as I've been so far, just because I thought that we played a little bit more urgent today, like we needed to do the things that it takes to win games at this level. I thought we definitely had a sense of urgency today that we haven't had before.
Questions?
I know the players kind of going off that sense of urgency comment. You guys played really well in the first quarter, 30 points after a quick start. Was that stressed for the game? Was that part of the game plan? And how do you guys think you played in that first quarter?
Yeah, I think the last few games we just been trying to stretch to start off a little bit quicker. I mean, like you said, like for the Arizona game, we got down in the first quarter because we didn't start off as fast. So I think just trying to start off and get our motors running as fast as we can, and then it'll lead to the different stretches of the game. But I think we started off pretty well and carried it over to the second half.
And what did you think of your team's performance in the opening 10 minutes?
Well, it's something we always stress, and I think the players know that's my philosophy, is to try to get out of the gates pretty quick, and the first 3 or 4 minutes really try to set a tone. And I thought that we did that today, just defensively more than anything. We had a little more pressure on the basketball. We had, again, more urgency. But I thought the other key was we didn't. In fact, I thought the ball pressure and the urgency maybe have even increased when we subbed. And maybe we're starting to find a bit of a rotation and people that are comfortable with where they are. I thought Jo made a big difference when she came in. We've been talking repeatedly about trying to get deflections. We've had a team goal. We were one short of that today. And a team goal is pretty lofty, but it's supposed to be. And she led our team in deflection. So I think when you talk about hustle plays and just trying to set a tempo, it looked like we had that mindset from the beginning. So I'm pleased with that.
Coach Aston, how do you feel about LaShawn's play almost a year after her injury?
I think she's starting to get comfortable. It's funny that yesterday I left practice thinking she kind of looked like herself in practice yesterday, as did a few of our players, but it takes time. I mean, I've said that all along. I mean, not only for her, but for Shug, just to get used to the timing of playing in the game when the physicality might be a little bit different. You know, we've got freshmen that are playing their first minutes of their careers. We have sophomores, that's them sitting by me, and Jo, and they're just learning every single day what the games feel like and what the execution has to be, and we'll continue to improve, especially if they practice the way they are. I mean, that has always been my indicator, is what is your purpose in practice and how are we moving along in that area. And it hasn't, I mean, I've said this the whole entire time we've been playing games so far, that I didn't think we were playing the games the way we were practicing, but for whatever reason the last couple of days we've had really good practices and they actually carried over in the game, which was that's what it's supposed to do, but sometimes it just takes time. So LaShawn will just continue to get comfortable and improve.
Coach, looking ahead to Hawaii, I know you alluded to it after the game, saying your team was translating, I guess, a little bit better. How do you feel that the team is looking going into Hawaii, and what is going to be the focus?
I'm actually really excited, and it's just because they're getting, you can tell that some lights are coming on a little bit. I mean, we'll take one game at a time, and it'll be interesting to see how we look 3 games in a row, just because we do have a lack of depth, and But again, they practice this way pretty much every day, so I don't think that'll be. They probably would rather play a game 3 days in a row than practice. So I think they'll be fine with that. But the first challenge will be really big, and we'll just look at that one first, just because that's the way we approach things anyway. But North Carolina State's really, really good, and we'll have to carry over some things that I feel like we're improving on, really without a lot of practice. So it's more, learn from today and try to carry that forward in tomorrow's practice. But then we hit the road Tuesday morning, and not a lot of prep time really for any of these games. You just have to kind of put your competitive cap on and go to battle for 3 games. Not a lot of practice time before we get into those. It's exciting though. I mean, that's why I said out there. It's why they came here, to have those opportunities.
Coach, has there been some maybe a bit more chemistry or cohesion in the lineups and everything in the last week or so? You have the same starting lineups back-to-back games now. Everything, is there a bit more cohesion there?
I mean, maybe so. We'll see as we go along, and I mean, these two are going to play. They just have to want to play at a really high level, because I can't really at this point take them out if they're not performing. I mean, I hate to say that, but that's a good thing for a player. I mean, they know they can play through some mistakes. I think it was good to get Jada in that rotation. I thought she was really good today, and she's kind of got to find herself at that 3-4 position a little bit. I mean, Shay unfortunately, I think she got her nose hit today, so that's why we didn't get her any more minutes. But it looks like they're finding their groove a little bit. I mean, again, Joe was really good off the bench today, and Shog's starting to get comfortable. So I thought they all played really good today, really, to be honest with you. I mean, these two were good. They were really good, and they should be. They have an advantage, but they used it today. And that sometimes you have one, and you still don't try to make yourself be felt in the game. And I thought they demanded it today.
Charlie, Joiner, how much are you guys looking forward to Hawaii? And
Take this. I'm really excited, actually. I've never been to Hawaii, so it's going to be amazing. Like, just to play with these girls, like, I'm a sophomore, and, like, I love every single one of them because, like, our chemistry is, like, we're coming together, and, like, we're playing really well. So, like, today was, like, eye-opening for me. It was, like, we can really do this. Like, the lack of depth or anything, like, it doesn't matter. Like, as long as we play how we came out today, like, came out the gate strong, like, we're going to play well. So I'm excited for Hawaii.
Joiner, how much have you seen Charlie grow over these past couple of months?
A lot. Not just mentally, I think, but physically. But, like, I mean, like, with the stuff that was going on today in the games, like, we had some altercations with other people. And, a year ago, Charlie would have been probably kicked out of the game. But today she stayed in, And so it's hard. I mean, like, in the position that she's in, too, I was kind of like that my freshman year. And she's just getting thrown in the fire knowing that she has to produce each and every game. But I think she's taking on that role really well. And she has no problem with it. And she's going to come with it each and every game. So that's good.
Do you guys have a competition about who's going to get more double-doubles this year?
No, we're just going to keep trying to get them every game.
Double doubles. Yeah.
She beat me on the rebounds today, though.
Yeah.
Well, you beat her on the turnovers.
I mean, I have
Yeah, you
two.
got
No,
yeah,
I'm
right.
kidding. You had more assists, though.
Yep.
You did. Four. I had one.
Shook at
I
8.
had 3 blocks.
Other questions?
No, we over talking.
Did y'all
just
want us to
talking.
sit up here and do the stats for you?
Just write the story.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Happy Thanksgiving.